Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the rookie second-rounder Drew Lock and Denver as they square off against second-year man Sam Darnold and the new-look New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. With you from the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. CDR matchup here. A couple of teams last year that were really pretty similar. Both under 500, both missed the playoffs, and they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots. In 16-game seasons in the NFL, for the first time last year, no one finished 8-8. Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, could just be a few months.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets work their way onto the field, led by the number 3 overall pick in 2018. Sam Darnold, and during the offseason, Darnold was asked where he was looking to improve. He told everybody being more comfortable in the pocket. He looked back to the numbers from his rookie campaign, 17 touchdowns and 13 starts. So just imagine what a relaxed and more experienced Darnold might be able to accomplish with a stronger set of receivers now here in 2019. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Darnold from the gun. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Well, showcase cornerback Kareem Jackson has brought his talents from Houston to Denver, and the Broncos are really excited about using him all over their secondary. Primarily a corner for most of his career, the last couple of seasons he swung back to safety as well, and has done a nice job in both spots.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Ficken's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, a second-round pick from Missouri, Drew Lock. and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Sam Darnold heading back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A 5-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Break. Rock 57.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Play action. It's Darnold. Fighting through pressure. Shrugs him off. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to give you a touch.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Tom Davis. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day.
Hey, tight. 45. Check my 45. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Tight.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously, but the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Here goes tight. 45. Mike, 45. Check pass. Check pass.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 41.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Off of play action, Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now it's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's Darnold. Fighting him off. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
Ficken's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Denver.
Six 0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. To throw on second and 6. Locke. This is the tight end fan. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and inches.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
They go play action here on first down. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Portland Sutton. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
He was brought down by a 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 54.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Quentin Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Young quarterback, gotta learn. Need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. But you're exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think Le'Veon Bell is now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. Derek Wolfe there on the stop. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Bell. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 44 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Lock now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
On the ready.
Mike, 57. I'm coming. I'm coming. 57's the Mike.
Let go.
Watch the run.
On play action, Lock. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Lock. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lock gonna throw, and that is incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got you.
Faking the give. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We got 4.
Bell. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He was brought down by Von Miller. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Let's go. 8, read. 5.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Got it. 50 seconds, Mike. I'm not ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jets' 33-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Ready. Man.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
He's quick.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And Lindsey is going to get in. Touchdown, Broncos. Philip Lindsey, 31 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Philip Lindsey touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Outside. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A throw taken in by Hamilton, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go.
Lock now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Darnold. Incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for New York. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Block now. Just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Block will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Ready? 50, play. Check, play, 54. Play, 54. Hey, check. Ready?
On first down, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run by Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Outside. 51 to mine.
Yo.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. They'll run on first down. Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch left. He's down right there. 4 down.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Now it's Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Now Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. A give to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Darnold now to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The give is to Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They look to throw. It's Locke. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Intended for Chris Herndon. Incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bell running left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. He continues to be dominant running the football. I mean, keep feeding him, right?
Yeah, you should, because what he's put up already is really like a 2-game total. Give him a lot of credit, but give the rest of the offense credit as well. The big guys up front and the receivers on the perimeter, everyone's getting involved blocking people downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They'll go again with Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Montgomery, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check safety, check safety.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw is Darnold. A screen to Bell. And Bell works his way in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
50, we're outside. Mike 51, watch the pass, watch the pass.
Again, it's Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down by Tom Davis. A gain of 2. brings up 3rd and 7.
We're gonna sack.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Darnold, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 8, read.
54. All day. All day.
Deep grip.
Now Locke on the bootleg. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the ready.
57, Mike 57. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. And that's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fant. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We own it. We own it. Check 26.
Off of play action, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Darnold's pass, intended for Robbie Anderson, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Faking the give, Darnold. Looking deep for Demarius. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Clear. Now.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Got it.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Another drive getting ready to start here for Demaryius Thomas. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Thomas, the intended target. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Lindsey. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
But that kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Set. 45, Mike, 45. Check.
On first down, it's Bell. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold, the former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively.
If you're a corner and the receiver runs a slant route, it is really difficult to make a play on the football because things happen so fast. Receiver puts his foot in the ground and breaks towards the middle of the field. You've got to trust your eyes and just react right now. If you have any hesitation at all, that's going to be a completion. In this case, give credit to the defensive back. Saw it the whole way and made a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on first down is Locke. A little check down to Lindsey. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A big spot now for the rookie Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jets have recovered.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Tom Davis. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Broncos is going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Here's Bell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on first, second, and third down. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old-school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Ficken's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.